just didn't think being part of a Greek council was that impactful as it may seem now.
I think statistically speaking, it's like 40% of girls and like 32% of guys are in Greek life. For so many people here, it's kind of looked at as if you didn't go Greek, there's something wrong with you.
Pretty racially Caucasian, I would say, but there's we have a couple of Asian guys who add a little bit of diversity, not much, but that's kind of fits with the mold of the IFC model.
MGC and PHC are more populated by minority students, and IFC and Panhellenic are more predominantly white.
A lot of criticism on diversity at SMU is related to Greek life.
I mean, I knew there was very little Latino participation in IFC and Panhellenic, but 1% and 6%, those are really small numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, very tiny.
Am I shocked? No. Would I like to have heard different numbers? Surely. Do I think that IFC and Panhellenic can do better? Absolutely.
And I think the general idea of Greek councils and what they can and what they could provide for a student, I found those ways to obtain those characteristics through other organizations.
Back home, I always heard from all like the older people like that I babysat for and all that kind of thing that like their best friends were in sororities, and like I was really looking to like meet lifelong friends.
So I was very attracted to their passion about empowering other women.
I did at one point feel pressure from the Hispanic community for sure.
Just the guys and the culture of the fraternity, and really like the guys and connected with them well. So that was the main reason.
No, I didn't receive any backlash. If anything, yeah, there were people who were surprised and people who questioned my motives and why I joined. Sure to join the Multicultural Greek Council.
All my family members and all my friends who were not MGC affiliated all asked me why I joined a Latina sorority if I am Asian. There was a bit of a shock and surprise. No one really criticized me for it though. They were just kind of confused why I didn't join an East Asian sorority.
I think some councils are bigger than the others, definitely. Some of them have more of a social presence on campus in size and just in their visibility on campus, whereas MPHC and MGC have a smaller presence.
Especially on this campus, it's definitely laden with stereotypes in our chapter.
I think IFC is usually associated with alcohol, binge drinking, drugs, sex, girls, objectifying girls, etc., racism. But people also think that girls in Panhellenic are very catty, they all dress the same, eating disorders, white girls, IFC, white guys.
Multicultural fraternities and sororities are great. Just really good people who I think their main focus is on philanthropy and just giving back to the campus, and I think that's something that the rest of the chapters could really learn from.
Some stereotypes are good, but when people just assume like, oh, that's the black organization, those are the black sororities, black fraternities, but it's up to us whether or not we want to live for the stereotype or prove it wrong.
I'm not entirely too sure what everyone thinks of MGC is. They just see it as a group of minorities. The black fraternities, in my opinion, can be kind of intimidating. They seem very alpha-like, very aggressive, super secretive, cult-like.
As somebody who is grouped in as a minority on campus, and I would say that the multicultural fraternities on campus at SMU are looked at very strongly in terms of an alternative to the IFC councils.
People think IFC are douchebags as well. I don't think that's true either. I think maybe there's always a douchebag personality in whatever organization you're in.
I think the IFC system on this campus runs into a few people doing a lot of bad things that translates into a larger stereotype issue. Overall, I think the IFC system is well founded. There's a lot of good things done here. A lot of people that want to do good.
It is a misinterpretation / misunderstanding that these councils are strictly black or strictly Hispanic or whatnot, because by saying historically black or historically, multicultural, people try to categorize things as easy as possible, and so they see black and Hispanic and Asian.
One of the things lately that President Turner has been trying to create a task force around is diversity within especially IFC and Panhellenic fraternities and sororities.
I do have some friends that didn't go Greek, but I feel like that hasn't really affected our ability to see each other or hang out, and I don't really think it matters if you're Greek or not. If you're friends, you're friends.
If you're not IFC affiliated or Panhellenic affiliated, or don't have any friends in those councils, typically you're not huge fans of anyone in both councils.